So I am here with Mr. Michael Emerson, aka Henry, Benry, Ben. So Terry and I were just talking about you. I want there to be a Ben and Locke spin-off.
Would that be a drama or a comedy?
I think it would be both. There could be a few lighthearted episodes, right?
But always a few tears.
Sort of like an Odd Couple.
Yes, that's
Don't
right.
you think?
And it would be, yeah. They have a little place somewhere. And
But I mean, the two of you are on camera together. I mean, you're both so dynamic. Those are my favorite scenes. How is it working with Terry?
we just seem to have a kind of easy way with one another. And I think we sort of prepare in the same way, and our intensity level is about the same. So there's nothing about him that rubs me the wrong way or anything. I just find it's fun, and the work is real precise, and we move right on through the work of the day very quickly, it seems like.
Right. And now your characters are sort of coming together, spending a lot of time together. How would you describe Ben and Locke's relationship at this point?
Well, they have been colliding with one another ever since I came on the show, but the flip side of that is that they are linked. Both of them have a proprietary or metaphysical connection to the island. I think both of them have a sense of ownership or being in the place where they need to be, and this brings them into competition, I would say, currently in the story.
Interesting. You were just telling me that you have been doing a lot of action stuff lately.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing on set lately?
It just seems wrong, doesn't it? You get to a certain age and you think, now I can retire to the kind of roles where you wear a nice suit and you hold a martini glass. But now suddenly I find myself, leaping from trees and running through the jungle and wrestling for guns and sustaining wounds and all this fighting and stuff. I think, how did I end up doing it?
I think you're on the wrong show. You wanted to sit behind a desk and be on a phone, you're on the wrong show.
Some sort of terrible mistake.
Maybe we could get you on The Office.
Yes.
Right? A little guest spot on The Office. Can we talk about Ben's magical box, please? What is that? Locke's father appeared. That's where we last saw.
Oh, yes, and there was a little discussion about trying to lure John Locke into this idea that he could have anything he wanted just by thinking of it. Yes.
If that's really true, could I use it? There's a few things I could.
No, you can't, because you're not on the list.
What?
There's a list.
I'm not on the list?
You're on most lists, and you're certainly on my list, but I don't think you're on
Does that mean
the
I'm a
list.
bad person?
I'm not sure what the criteria is for
I'm
list
not
approval,
on the
but
list. Now, the Lostaways are not on the list, right?
Some
the
of them
main.
are.
Oh, they are.
Some of them are.
Oh, okay. Who's on the list and who's not on the list?
No one seems to be quite sure. But there is a list.
Were the children on the list? I'm trying to figure out whether being on the list
Yes.
is a good thing or a bad thing. Children were on the list.
I mean, I hadn't thought of this, but yes, and anyone that was taken
right.
for observation, yes, they had to be on a list.
So if I were on the island, you'd want nothing to do with me.
Oh, I would want to spend as much time with you as I could, but I might not kidnap you.
Oh, well, I suppose that's a good thing then, right? I'm fine not being on the list then. That's okay. I take that back. But then I can't use the magical box. I'm gonna have to give that more thought.
The magical box. I think Ben is speaking more metaphorically when he talks about the magical box. But that's not to say that extraordinary things cannot happen just by wishing.